You've also got a pretty exciting product coming in this particular engine. We're really excited about this product. One thing I do want to say is, I don't just run the place. I have a fantastic team here at the Jamestown engine plant. This isn't just another engine. This is something that could quietly flip the future of transport on its head. While the world argues over electric versus hydrogen, one company has been working in silence, crafting something unexpected, something disruptive. No flashy unveilings, no loud promises, just a machine so clean, so powerful, and so fuel-flexible that even seasoned engineers were left stunned. It doesn't run on petrol, diesel, or even battery. But it might just outlast them all, and the most surprising part is it's built by a name we've known for decades, but never like this. Is it the future? Let's find out. A legacy forged in diesel. To understand why this new engine is such a big deal, you have to look back more than a century. The story begins in 1919 in a small town called Columbus, Indiana. A man named Plessy Cummins, a mechanic with an obsession for performance, believed diesel engines could do more than just power factories. He partnered with William G. Irwin, and together they started what the world would come to know as Cummins. In the early days, diesel wasn't trusted. Petrol was king. But Plessy had a different vision. In the 1930s, he installed a diesel engine in a car and drove it all the way from New York to Los Angeles. It wasn't just a test. It was a statement. Diesel could be fast, reliable, and efficient. That journey didn't just win headlines, it changed everything. World War II brought a boom for Cummins. Their engines powered military vehicles and support machines. And after the war, the brand became the backbone of American transportation. By the 1950s, Cummins wasn't just an engine company, it was the gold standard in power and durability. Then came global expansion from Latin America to Europe and eventually to Asia. In India, their partnership with Tata in 1962 laid the foundation for generations of reliable truck engines. But Cummins didn't just rest on diesel. It kept evolving hybrids, electric systems, fuel cells. Now, after years of quiet innovation, it has returned with something bold. Not just a new product, but a shift in philosophy, a new beginning. The industry-shaking surprise. For months there were whispers and rumors that Cummins was working on something big, but nothing concrete. No leaks, no teasers. Then suddenly it appeared, not with a grand launch or viral campaign, but with quiet confidence. A new engine, and not just any engine, something the industry hadn't quite expected. It's called the X15N. The name might sound like a typical product code, but what it represents is far from ordinary. This engine doesn't rely on diesel or petrol. It runs on natural gas, and not just conventional CNG, but also renewable natural gas, RNG. It's clean, powerful, and shockingly efficient. When it was first revealed in 2023, many saw it as a prototype, interesting but far from practical. But now, production has begun, and real fleets are preparing to use it. That's when the buzz turned into serious attention. Auto experts, sustainability advocates, and logistics giants all started asking the same question. Is this a game changer? Because here was an engine that didn't just promise lower emissions, it delivered them. It didn't just talk about performance, it proved it. In a world stuck between old fuel and future tech, Cummins had quietly built a third path, and it works. Inside the beast, what is the X15N? So what exactly is the Cummins X15N? At first glance it looks like any other heavy-duty engine, but under the surface it's a complete rethink of how power can work in modern transport. The X15N runs entirely on natural gas, compressed natural gas, CNG, renewable natural gas, RNG, and even future-ready fuels like hydrogen. That alone makes it stand apart from the diesel giants of the past. But it's not just about being clean. This engine is strong. It delivers around 400 to 500 horsepower, enough to haul massive loads across long distances without hesitation. And it's built specifically for the harsh demands of logistics. Long-haul trucks, trailers, mining vehicles, intercity buses, and machines that move economies, not just people. The real genius lies in its balance. Powerful like diesel, clean like electric, but more practical than both. It doesn't need a new truck body or futuristic design. It fits into the systems we already use. For fleet owners, that changes everything. No need for radical overhauls, just swap the engine and you're good to go. The X15N isn't about flashy innovation, it's about smart, silent disruption, powering the future with the practicality of today. Now, first, like always, be sure to hit the like button down below. It helps us out tremendously with the reach of this video. Thank you. Fuel of the future or just a detour? The X15N doesn't just run on natural gas. It's designed to adapt. That's what makes it more than just an alternative engine. Cummins didn't stop at CNG or RNG. This engine is already being tested for compatibility with hydrogen, making it one of the few multi-fuel heavy-duty engines that's future-ready without a complete redesign. Why does that matter? Because energy landscapes are shifting fast. Diesel is under pressure. Petrol is losing favor. Electric has potential, but infrastructure gaps and battery limitations still hold it back, especially in the world of long-distance trucking. That's where fuel flexibility becomes a superpower. The X15N can work with the cleanest fuels available today and evolve with the ones coming tomorrow. That's why governments and transport companies are paying attention. It fits into today's supply chain while preparing for tomorrow's energy shifts. And when paired with renewable gas, it can even achieve near-zero emissions without sacrificing performance. So, is this engine just a stepping stone? Maybe. Or maybe it's something better. A bridge that actually works? A technology that doesn't ask industries to wait for change, but lets them move toward it now with power, reliability, and cleaner fuel in the tank. Power versus electricity. The EV dilemma. In a world racing toward electric vehicles, you might wonder where the X15N fits in. Isn't everything shifting to batteries and chargers? That's the popular narrative. But reality, especially in the logistics world, is more complex. Electric trucks like the Tesla Semi promise clean transport, but they face serious hurdles. Long charging times, limited battery range, and the weight of massive power packs make them less ideal for cross-country hauls. Infrastructure is another issue. There just aren't enough fast charging stations along major freight routes. This is where the X15N carves its space. It offers diesel-like power, cleaner fuel, and rapid refueling, all with technology that already fits into existing systems. No need to wait for battery breakthroughs. No need for costly charging grids. For fleet owners, time and fuel costs matter more than trends. And here's the twist. Cummins isn't rejecting EVs. They're also developing electric drivetrains and hydrogen fuel cells, but the X15N gives them a practical edge right now. So rather than competing with EVs, it complements the gap they can't yet fill. It's not about choosing sides, it's about choosing what works today. And that's what makes the X15N so disruptive. Easy to adopt, hard to ignore. One of the smartest things about the X15N isn't just what's inside the engine, it's how easily it fits into the real world. Cummins knew that no company wanted to replace an entire fleet overnight, so they built this engine to be retrofittable. That means if a logistics company already owns hundreds of diesel trucks, they don't have to scrap them. Just swap the engine, make a few adjustments, and the trucks are back on the road, cleaner and more efficient than before. This approach saves massive costs. Buying a brand new EV truck is expensive, building a charging network is even worse, but the X15N offers a middle ground. Modern performance without modern headaches. Its modular design allows it to fit into a wide range of truck models, from long-haul trailers to construction vehicles. And because it doesn't rely on complex battery systems, maintenance is simpler and less expensive. No daily charging schedules, no battery degradation issues. For companies balancing tight margins and tough regulations, this isn't just convenient, it's strategic. The X15N lets them modernize without hitting pause. It's a clean engine that doesn't demand a clean slate. And in logistics, that kind of flexibility is gold. Backed by a global push, a powerful engine means little if the fuel it needs isn't available. Cummins understood that. So alongside the X15N, they've quietly built something just as important: support infrastructure. Because what's the point of a natural gas engine if there's nowhere to refuel? In countries like the United States, the shift is already visible. States like California, Texas, and New York are rapidly expanding CNG networks. Public buses, school fleets, and municipal vehicles are already running on it. Logistics companies are even building private refueling stations along highways to keep their fleets moving. Europe is also catching up. Germany, Italy, and the Netherlands are investing heavily in both natural gas and hydrogen fuel stations. The European Union has made it clear that green transport is a priority. India, too, is pushing fast. With over 6,000 CNG stations and more being added every month, highway corridors are becoming fuel-ready. The government is backing the shift with policy and investment. And Cummins isn't just watching. They're partnering with local networks, building service hubs and training mobile teams. By 2026, they aim to have fuel and service access within 100 kilometers of every major route. The engine is ready and now the roads are catching up. This engine isn't just about horsepower or fuel type. It's about timing, about meeting the world where it stands. caught between ambition and infrastructure, climate goals and real-world needs. The Cummins X15N doesn't ask us to wait for the future. It quietly brings the future closer without demanding a complete reset. In a world filled with noise, it's the silent machines that sometimes make the biggest moves. Whether it overtakes EVs or simply builds the bridge to them, one thing is clear. It's not just an engine, it's a statement. And the road ahead might sound very different now. See you next time.